Good morning. Happy end of March. Happy it's cold in the end of March because Georgia weather's Georgia. Um happy still the Elite Eight's going on because the schedule's weird. But anyway, I am Titus. That is Levi. This is Not the Experts. Come to you live from Brother Productions Multimedia.
Yeah.
We got March. We got a lot to talk about. We got March Madness. We got NBA trades. We got NFL trades. We got headlines. But first, before anything, Levi, I gotta ask, what's popping?
Yeah, basketball. March.
I know it's not popping. Oats. Oats have cooled off. Oats are cool.
Are we talking about this now? Or are we?
I'm sorry. I just wanted to do it because if they won, they would have been your popping, but they lost. So
yeah. Alabama's still popping, and we gonna be popping. Here we go. What is it? March 30th, 2021, 7:41 a.m. Eastern Time. Levi Evans says Alabama will be back in the Sweet 16 next year.
Ooh, big side.
Mark it down.
Bold. Yeah. They'll make it to second. They'll make it out of the first weekend again.
Elite Eight this time.
There we go.
We're going Elite Eight.
Gonna make it to second half of the first
exactly.
weekend. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
You put it out there, buddy.
I don't want to put hopes too high right now.
I understand.
But
I understand.
We'll be back.
I understand. That's good.
What's popping with you?
Miss Christina's back today.
Yes.
Yay. Happy spring break. Happy spring break.
Yeah.
I've seen her in ages.
Yeah.
And she's back. It's been 84 years. Shout out to that terrible movie, The Titanic. Worst movie of all time. Don't do this again.
Okay.
It's a terrible movie. I'm sorry. I don't know what you want me to do about that. It's not my fault. I didn't make the bad movie. I didn't make the bad movie happen.
The ending isn't so great.
The ending, the middle, the whole story is just dumb.
Well, I just figured out.
Isn't it basically a story of adultery when you think about it?
Are all stories pretty much just a story of adultery?
No, no, they're not.
Maybe you're right. I just figured this out. I didn't figure it out. I heard somebody say it. Apparently, when she throws that necklace into the ocean at the end, is that what they were looking for the whole time?
I don't. There's a deleted.
Yeah.
I think it was.
There's a really weird deleted.
So she had it on her the whole time.
I think so. There's a really weird deleted scene with that necklace where like she throws it and some dude and people go crazy like, no, so much money, and then somebody jumps in the water or something weird. It's a really weird.
Really, I want to see.
It's a terrible. It's like it makes the movie worse than it already was.
No.
Yeah, I saw it. I think 3 weeks ago. I was like, wow, this would have been a comedy. It's so weird. It's so weird. It might have helped actually. It's such a weird ending, but yeah. Like it's overacted to like the point of why. And some dude just like in the background cussing her out the whole time while the credits start rolling. It's super weird. It's a very strange thing they did.
Did they get the extra from The Office who jumped off the boat?
They should have.
Impromptu.
They should have. They definitely should have. But yeah, it's what a time. What a time. Marquise, what up, bro? Boy, Marquise in the building in the comments. Holla at you. Levi, what's flopping, bro?
There's a lot of things flopping, but we're gonna we're coming back to
free throw shooting is flopping.
Yeah, that's free throws flopping, off defensive rebounds flopping, a lot of things flopping. But also what's flopping is once again the NCAA women's tournament refs. They took away who'd UConn play last night? Baylor? Yeah. Baylor. Some just terrible calls. Yeah, Siri. Just some terrible calls in that like last minute.
Yeah.
Where Baylor should have won that game.
I didn't see the very end, but I did see like some conflicting things about the call that in the end of the stretch, like whether or not like and some things that people were saying Baylor kind of screws things up too, like defensively or something like that.
Yeah, they did.
Or they had made some bad calls, stuff like that. But then I saw Kim Mulkey's comments before the game where she was like, we should just stop COVID testing at the Final Four. Just stop. Just no more COVID testing. Like well, that would be really bad if we tested and someone tested positive and we couldn't play the games. Like,
but so ignorance is bliss, though.
Should just,
because if you don't test, then nobody knows.
Our ignorance is, lawsuits.
That's true too, I guess. So, if you want to go that route, yeah.
I mean, yeah. So she can go. She can go home now. Bye, Kim. Okay. And she had COVID like last year. The funny part. She had. Well,
maybe she got those antibodies, so she's just feeling good about herself. So she knows she's not going down.
A one-way trip home.
That's true.
What she got one way.
Yeah.
Bye, Kim. What's flopping over here? Not much. It was a good week. I'm gonna be positive this week.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I woke up. There wasn't that much pollen on the car because it was cold again. So I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
Appreciate a depollinated atmosphere.
Well, Saturday was ridiculous with the pollen.
Bro, Saturday was
It
disrespectful.
was literally it was clouds.
It was
of
disrespectful,
pollen.
bro. Like, what is this?
Yellow tint outside.
Relax. Like, it was unnecessary.
Yeah.
Tires had pollen. I'm over it. Over pollen as a staff label and a crew. Over pollen. And I don't even have like bad allergies to it. It's just I just don't like seeing it on my car every day.
Mm-hmm.
My car is white. I don't need this yellow tint of dust, of bee dust or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying?
Gold dust.
Yeah, I don't need it. Shout out to WWE. I just don't need that in my life. So yeah, that's flopping over here. Got some headlines. Anybody? Y'all got anything flopping? Butlers? Anything flopping?
Oh, that's flopping.
Chick-fil-A drive-thru is flopping. Story time.
You're over it.
I'm over it. Everybody thinks the Chick-fil-A is the greatest thing in the whole entire world. And they are ruining my order every single time.
Ooh.
They tried to give Clay some avocado lime ranch dressing.
Ooh.
Like,
You don't seem like a man of avocado.
he ordered a dressing, and we listened. Like, the lady was, I don't know, putting it in or something. She read it back, and I said, that's not right. And so she corrected it, but then she said, oh, I have to call him. So she got on her walkie-talkie, and when she called him, she still ordered the wrong thing.
What?
She ordered, like, Italian, and we were like, no, that's not right either. She's like, okay, we're going to get it right. So she got it right, the little ticket, like I'm holding the ticket because I've already been home with Clay once in the past week where we got it home and we unpack everything.
Oh, that's the
That's the
worst.
worst.
Sauce, and
Yeah,
it
that's
ruins
painful.
his life. And so I'm holding the ticket, and it says the right thing, and we pull up, and we look, and the first thing I pull out, and then avocado, well, come on.
Mm. I've heard it's really good.
I don't know how that's supposed to be apple cider vinaigrette dressing.
Oh.
Like, how did they get that confused?
I don't know.
Apple cider vinaigrette, avocado, and lime. Those don't sound similar.
Mm.
Did she stop listening to you at the ah sound? She heard the ah and was like avocado.
They don't.
Maybe.
They don't look
maybe
alike
she punched
either.
it in wrong to start with, and then read it back.
Give Italian, like, it may be good. It's just not what he ordered.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the only Italian dressing I really rock with is Olive Garden.
Yeah.
It's really weird. That's the only one I really like. Whatever they do to it, I appreciate. The
Spe-
regular Italian dressing don't hit the same.
Speaking of messed up orders, I had an experience lately where the two Zaxby's trips in a row that I made, they were spaced apart, but I hadn't been to Zaxby's in a long time. Decided to do it.
Yeah,
Drove all the way across town to the one on Parkway.
for sure.
Chicken sandwich meal.
Simple.
Simple. Drive all the way back home. Open the box. It's not a chicken sandwich meal. It's some other sandwich that I don't want. And so I get pissed off, and I'll drive all the way back. Like, I've never done that before. I
That's a
usually
long
don't
drive
do that.
too.
Yeah.
I know you said that's not a short drive.
So I drove all the way back, and then I sat there for 30 minutes for them to. They're like, "Oh, we're cooking up some fresh tenders for you, whatever." And so, yeah. And then the next time I go back, I go to Commerce this time. What happens? Chicken sandwich meal. Go home. Open the box. It's the exact same sandwich that Parkway had given me. I don't know what they think I'm saying here.
Are you enunciating incorrectly?
I don't.
Like, what's going on in the drive?
I actually say number 5 because it's number 5 on the menu.
That should be simple.
Exactly.
Like, what's this new sandwich that they got that confused people with the kids? Look, I can't even say it. The kicking chicken.
Yeah. I don't know.
People off
I mean,
about
you
it.
just got confused by it. So
I
maybe
did.
it's-
I confused myself. Maybe I have sympathy for them now.
Yeah.
and I feel bad for it.
So I got PO'd and
You drive back again.
drove back angrily. I was hot. I was mad. It just wasn't a
You were
good
hot,
day
unlike
for
your
me.
sandwich, because your sandwich wasn't kicking chicken.
Exactly. And then as I was pulling through and I saw the line was so long, and then I saw the line off in the distance, and I was like, crap, it just pissed me off even more. And then I saw a homeless person to my left. So I just gave the homeless person my food.
Well, this story has a redemptive arc to it.
Yeah, I feel like God was like, cool, bro, way to do that. But I still didn't get like the little stars in my favor because they say you got to do it with a good attitude.
Yeah,
Levi
right,
did
that's
not do that with a good
didn't,
attitude.
yeah.
It was really just get this out of my face.
Yeah, understood. It was active service, but an active frustration.
Exactly.
Service. I understand. But yeah, that homeless man, every person appreciated it for sure.
Yeah, I'm sure. I hope they did.
Well, let's get into headlines. Once again, we have flame fast food places. Once again,
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
be tripping.
They do.
Cookout, you better come correct when
Yeah.
you get here too.
They're not coming.
You already
correct.
done messed
I
up
already know
traffic.
they're not coming
You already messed up
correct.
the whole road situation over there. So let it be a problem. Let it be a problem.
Over under 3 months on this cookout? As in, it's a good
Before it
like
gets
decent
right.
comeback. Yeah, cookout like that you can depend on.
I'll go 3 months. I'll go right at 3 months.
That's when it
Yeah,
ends.
that's when yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like an over under 3 months.
Yeah, the Dunkin' is still struggling right now.
Yeah,
Like, I
I've
went
not
there
been
the
to
other
that
week.
Dunkin'. I went religiously when
Yeah.
it first opened up, and I
Yeah.
haven't been there in
They
a
were
while.
struggling very bad the other week. They were so understaffed that the woman was taking orders and like, or she was making coffee and she was on speakerphone like, "Yo, I need y'all to come in now."
Yeah.
Like, I can't even explain. I need y'all here now. That's how bad it was.
Can I throw that in too for what's flopping is
What's
everybody hiring and nobody taking jobs right now.
It's so weird.
Like.
Are y'all really hiring? Because y'all seem real desperate, bro. I went to the Chick-fil-A. They had the open interview thing
Yes.
slapped on the bag.
Yes.
I said, "Is that bad around here?"
Yeah,
The streets is dark.
yeah.
It was crazy.
I'll be working. I worked a little over a 10-hour shift yesterday. I'll be working pretty much 10-hour shifts or more the rest of this
Yeah.
week because we're so understaffed at work. So I'm not even working in my department. I'm working in other people's
What y'all money
departments.
look? Never mind, we'll talk about that off air. Talk about that off air. Anyway, let's get into these headlines. Levi, we have a
Yes.
new heavyweight champion in the UFC.
Oh,
Francis Ngannou knocks Stipe out in the second round, exacting his revenge for his embarrassing defeat 2 years ago.
is that a shocking?
It was a bit
event?
of an upset because Stipe dominated him in the first fight,
Yeah.
and we weren't sure how it would look in the second fight. But then this time, Francis like, I'm gonna just take my time and then punch you in the face really hard, as hard as I can,
Mm-hmm.
and then you're gonna go to sleep. And Stipe went to Stipe. It was a bad fight. His hair got messed up. He had like part of his hair was over here, and it was you know how y'all hair be. It like part of it went this way.
Oh yeah,
The part was still straight. Like it wasn't gelled right or something. It was really weird.
almost came in with bedhead this morning.
you?
So
Did
yeah,
you? You
I
got
was
the
just
hat on,
gonna
though. You good?
wear it.
Yeah. Francis knocked him out, and now we have a new UFC heavyweight champion. John Jones might be on the horizon for Francis, which is a huge money fight.
Mm-hmm.
Dana ain't trying to get the bag because John Jones tweeted, "Show me the money," and it's like, "Oh, what's that mean?" Means paying, bro. I don't know what to tell you. It means he would like a check for this fight,
Mhm.
because this is going to be a huge fight. So you're trying not to make that happen, but that should be the next fight. But yeah, we could be in the middle of a very long reign. And there is one in every division in the UFC. There are like 8 or 9 champions. There is one American champion,
Wow.
and he's only champion because he got kneed in the face when he was on the ground.
Oh, so is that DQ or
Yeah, it was a
something? Oh wow.
disqualification champion.
Wow.
He might lose the belt right back very quickly.
Dang.
Yeah, there's one American champion across every division, men and women's, right
Hmm.
now. And there are 3 African champions. Africa's the leader. There are 3 African champions.
No,
African
shout out.
champions. President Ngannou, Kamaru Usman, and Israel Adesanya.
Nice.
Triple threat, UFC Africa will be a big deal. They should do that. Just
I can see
throw
that
all 3 of
happening.
them on the card. Let's go. Let's sell it.
Let's
rock
have
it.
a rumble in the bush. They could call it that.
In the bush?
Yeah.
Why in the bush?
In the bush of Africa.
Africa's what bush in Africa are you talking about?
Wait, isn't that what they're called?
Africa?
What's the bush in Africa? You know what I'm talking about?
No.
No, wait, no, I am not.
I don't think anyone knows what we're talking about right now.
Am I just making stuff up? Clay, help me out
maybe
here.
it's the grasslands. Maybe it's the savannah.
Isn't that? I could have swore. Okay.
Maybe it's the desert.
Yeah, I could have swore back in the days in my Christian school days when we had missionaries come in and be like, we just got back from the bush, and
I've
the
never
bush
heard
was
that.
always the savannah of Africa or something.
That's a new one.
Yeah,
It's a new one.
am I right?
I think you might be thinking Australia a little bit with the
Wait, Australia is the bush.
unless it was maybe that just one bush by the.
See, okay.
You go
See, I was very confused too because I was thinking, even as a young kid, you learn the geography of different continents,
Mhm.
and I was like, oh, I didn't know Africa had a bunch of bushes. It just didn't make sense to me, but I thought, yeah, the bush.
Yeah.
I don't know where I'm getting that from. Then certainly, I'm sorry. South Africa is the bush. Oh,
Okay,
okay.
they ain't going to South Africa. They ain't the same.
Yeah, my
Same
bad.
thing. Don't
I
worry
thought
about it.
the bush
It's
was like
okay.
the dry lands.
Oh yeah, it's
yeah.
cool. Well,
My
we
bad.
learned something today.
Yeah.
Learned
Say
something about
going to the bush, which means going to like a game park or a game reserve.
Oh, like Busch Gardens.
And no, like in South.
Oh, a game park. Oh,
Yeah, so would it be- would
when
it be
you
all
say
that-
game park,
all that-
I was thinking video game arcade type. My bad.
all that anti-ethical hunting down there in the game reserves. Got it.
Hey, it's not anti. Well, some people are out there poaching and
Yeah,
doing it,
yeah.
but you can pay and do it legally.
I'm sure you can, but I
Yeah.
feel like a lot of people probably doing the illegal part.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, for
people
sure.
poaching too.
Yeah,
It is
yeah.
very important animal control, though, despite
Yeah.
what people think.
That's what
Yeah.
I've heard in some cases. And that's heard it don't matter in other cases. I was reading something about how like all the wild hog killing in Texas don't actually do nothing, but they still be out there. Like,
They breed like rats.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
like, They
yeah.
just be
Well-
killing hogs and then they just be back.
That's why pretty much they don't care. You can go out and gun down 500 pigs
Oh,
in a
yeah.
day,
Oh,
and
yeah.
you're okay to go back and kill 500 more the next day
Right.
because they breed like
They'll be
rats.
They'll be right there.
Yeah.
Right there.
And they ruin all your vegetation.
Right.
And they're dangerous, too.
Yeah, they
those
are.
scary.
Those are some
things
scary
freaky.
animals.
Yeah,
Freaky.
they are.
So, all right. So, next headline. Shout out to Francis Ngannou. Shout out to John Jones. Shout out to UFC Africa.
Shout out to the bush.
Yeah, all that good stuff. Levi, Russell Westbrook put on a masterful performance last night.
Yeah, I saw that.
35 points, 21 assists, and 15 rebounds with an undermanned Wizards team that beat the Pacers 132 to 124.
Mm.
There was no Bradley Beal last night.
There's no TJ Warren
There's no-
last night though.
Shit, Warren hadn't been playing in a minute.
Yeah, no, I just
But
wanted.
yeah,
to, I knew he
understand.
was
I understand.
outside.
But yeah.
Just trying to contribute, man.
There was no Bradley Beal. There was nothing. I thought you were trying to throw some Russ Lander out there. You know, no.
Oh yeah.
The Russ
No, I'm
Westbrook-
gonna lay off it today.
the Russ Westbrook
I'm gonna lay
plan. We
off
don't play
it.
that,
No.
especially after last night. It was a beautiful performance. I watched it this morning. You know,
Mhm.
woke up. It was great. Russ did his thing. His cohort at guard was some dude named Jerome Robinson. You ever heard him before?
Jerome Robinson.
Yeah, you ever heard him?
No.
Me either.
Is he a rookie?
He was starting. He was starting last night.
Shout out to Jerome.
Yeah. Daniel Gafford was in the game. Like it was Russ and some dudes
Mhm.
and the homie Denny and Rui, and that was it.
That's when Russ is at his best.
He was-
That's
he
when
was
it's
dishing.
Russ and some dudes.
Addition, he took over in the fourth. He was hitting his threes. You know, because Russ somehow 3-point shooting gets better as the closer the game is. Like so all of a sudden he can make pull up threes
Mhm.
when any other time he can't. He drained like 2 in a row. I'm like, oh, look at Russ.
Mm.
4 turnovers. A great game from Russell Westbrook last night. That's the line of the night. And he is now officially in first place in triple doubles for the Wizards. All time.
Oh, all time.
Yes. He's already got the record for triple doubles.
Good lord.
It took the last 4 years to do it. It was 87 to 91. It took him 4 years, and Russell did it in a season.
Besides Jordan, and he doesn't even really count. Who's
He's
the
doing the
best
triple
all-time Wizard? And I'm trying to think of on 2K who they got as the greatest.
Who is on the all-time Wizards team? I don't know, actually. That's a great question.
Hmm.
That's a great question. Hold on.
I mean, I'm not trying to diss Russ here, but I'm saying it's impressive, but it's not that impressive.
But he would do that with any team he's on.
That is true,
Yeah.
but beating a team franchise record for the
It was
Wizards
15.
isn't saying
He
a whole
did it this
much.
season. I'm saying they had great guards. They had Gilbert Arenas there. He didn't do it.
Oh, Agent Zero,
Yeah.
yeah.
You know,
The
what I'm saying?
GOAT.
Wes
Gil-
Unseld,
Oh, yeah. Wes Unseld.
Elvin Hayes,
Okay.
John Wall was there.
Yeah.
He didn't get the record either. Chris Webber. Oh, Chris Webber was there for a little bit, wasn't
You're
he?
going to say Anton Jamison?
Antoine Jameson. You know, these just names that I found on the leaders page.
Okay.
You know, that I found on the. I typed in
I think that
all-time
rests my
Wizards.
case.
I thought all-time Wizards, and that's what came up. On Basketball Reference, all their leaders in different categories. So
Bet.
yeah, it's Gilbert Arenas, Earl the Pearl Monroe. That's right. Yeah, Earl Monroe, classic legend.
Yeah.
So yeah, those are some of the Wizards, I guess. But yeah, shout out to Westbrook for that masterful game last night. More NBA news: the Thunder have deactivated Al Horford, so
Mm.
he'll be around the team. Silly, he's not going to play in any games as the Thunder proceed to continue their tank
Mhm.
because they were winning too much. They're like, hey, we got to slow this down a little bit.
How many first-round picks is it?
30 or something
In the
like
next
that.
7
They like 30
years?
picks total or something like that. I
Yeah, it's
think.
like 15 second-rounders. It's not an
ridiculous amount of
even. I
picks.
know. I think it's more first-rounders
Yeah,
than second-rounders.
yeah, it's a
but
ridiculous amount of picks.
Crazy, yeah.
It's a ridiculous amount of picks. But Horford's deactivated. He's owed $53 million over the next 2 years.
Whew.
And Sam Press said they're going to work with him in the offseason to get him somewhere close to his goals, in the season. So
I forgot. Sam Presti's at OKC.
Yeah.
It makes so much sense.
he's been there the whole time.
Since leaving.
Sam Presti's like the dude that drafted KD and all them.
Wait. Who's Philly guy then?
Daryl Morey.
No. Trust the process.
You talking about Sam?
Sam Hinkie.
Yeah, Hinkie.
Okay,
Yeah,
my
yeah,
bad.
yeah.
Okay, it's
But
early.
I think they're like all from the same branch. I think.
Yeah.
I
Well,
think-
it seems
yeah,
like because it was very 76ers
yeah.
move or looking
Yeah.
like.
Hinkie's
Trust
from
the
I think
process.
Hinkie's from the Morey branch, actually. I think.
Okay.
Hinkie's from Morey's branch, but yeah, the Thunder are trying to make sure their tank is secure. Al Horford gets to spend losing life in Oklahoma City.
Mm-hmm.
I can't imagine living in Oklahoma City. And I ain't playing basketball, and
Yeah.
I'm rich.
Mm-hmm.
Being rich in Oklahoma seems mad boring, unless you're into like exotic animals.
Mm-hmm.
And even that's a little dangerous, as we learned last year
Yeah.
in Tiger King. So you might not want to get too involved in that.
You can dodge tornadoes for fun.
That's true.
Yeah.
And he's married to like one of the Miss countries. Like he married like one of them like women that won the Miss Universe competition.
Who did?
Al Horford.
Oh, it was it's from where no, it's not Miss, because he's Dominican, I think, isn't he?
I think so.
It's South America somewhere, like Miss Venezuela, Colombia,
That sounds right.
Brazil. I want to say Colombia. I'm going to say final answer.
Miss Dominican Republic.
Dang it.
Yeah.
So it was Dominican.
Yeah. Yeah, now we live in Oklahoma City. I know she's miserable. I know he's miserable. That's sad. I hate it for you. Wish you the best. Anyway, we're going to some NFL headlines now.
Okay.
Levi, Denver owners meetings are this week, and they're scheduled to vote on the 17-game season today or tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Alvin Kamara tweeted, I think, can I quote, "This blank dumb is blank."
Mm-hmm.
That was his direct tweet, censored for vulnerabilities.
Mm-hmm.
Or vulgarity, excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
When I said vulnerability.
Yeah.
But a 17-game season is most likely on the way, Levi. How do you feel about this?
I mean, good for me.
How's it good for you?
It's
It's just a 17-game season, just another week for y'all to mess up your fantasy teams.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Longer fantasy season. I enjoyed last year though with the one extra week of football. So
I don't see the point. It's weird.
it's just more football.
But it's weird. Like, you're throwing the divisional races off. Now the division race isn't as fun anymore. Because you're still
With just
playing
one game.
But you're still playing the division teams the same amount. So you still got like what?
But I feel like last
6
year though,
games.
and the last week of the season, we had some pretty key matchups.
But we didn't
It
have
looked
17 games
gonna
last year though.
Do what?
We didn't have 17 games last year.
I thought we did. I
No,
thought
we
we
said
had that
16.
extra.
I think we
game
had
last
extra week
year.
because of COVID though. Because they had to move games for COVID and stuff last year.
Oh, okay, but it wasn't. I thought for some reason I was thinking they did that as like an experiment
I
or
don't believe
whatever.
so. Let me look at these records. No, everybody played 16 because 13, 3, and
Okay.
yeah, so,
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's played extra week because COVID losses.
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to say I get it, the players' argument and all that. I'm just going to take the side of I want to see more football, so I don't have
I
a
like
problem
meaningful
with it.
football though. I don't even like expanding the playoffs. Like, I like stuff that means stuff.
That's true.
The more games you play, the less it means, the less
Yeah.
it matters. I just think it's weird. I'm not excited. But it's one more game the Eagles lose this next year.
Yeah.
So 3-14 next season, baby. Woo.
One more game under the belt of Jalen Hurts.
Speaking of the Eagles, Levi, let's get into trade season. Trade
Mhm.
season's raging on, Levi.
Yeah.
I woke up last week. I was sleeping peacefully. Not even sleeping that long. I was just sleeping peacefully, and my spirit woke me up. I was perturbed. And I look at the news. It goes, the 49ers traded the 12th pick with the Dolphins.
Mm-hmm.
They traded the 12th pick and the first in 2022 and 2023 to the Dolphins for the number 3 pick in the draft. All right. Like, okay, interesting. And then I see the Dolphins have then traded that 12th pick to the Philadelphia Eagles, Levi. And the 2022 first round pick. Woo. I hit the mic. I said I wasn't hit the mic this week. I said I wasn't going to do it. I still did it. So the Dolphins traded the number 12 pick to the Eagles for the number 6 pick.
Mm-hmm.
So the Eagles went back 6 spots in the draft. The 49ers move up a lot of spots in the draft.
Mm-hmm.
From 3 to 12, I couldn't do the math that fast. I
Mhm.
was multiplying, and I couldn't get
9.
the exact number right. 9, thank you. I couldn't get the exact number right while I was multiplying in my head. So I was thinking 3 times 4.
12?
Yeah, and then I was like, it's more than 4 spots. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing wrong here. But yeah, so 49ers move up to number 3 in the draft, while also saying that Jimmy Garoppolo is their quarterback, which seems very interesting. A lot of cap going on.
Yeah.
A lot of cap going on. But yeah, before I get into the Eagles aspect of this, what do you think about this trade?
So I'm really confused I was confused by it.
Mhm.
Because I'm kind of wondering, why are the Eagles sliding down? Because
Yeah.
a lot of people are
Yeah.
talking that this is the race to Kyle Pitts. It seemed like it. A lot of people were speculating that. That's why these 3 teams are making these moves. It's looking like San Francisco is going to jump up. And I thought they're going with Kyle Pitts too, because why not have George Kittle on one side and Kyle Pitts on the other? And nobody loves tight ends more than Kyle Shanahan, I think. That guy loves tight ends.
True.
So I thought it was that, but apparently it's not. Apparently they're going for the QB. I don't understand it. Why are we not moving? It's not we, but why are they not moving Jimmy Garoppolo. And Jimmy Garoppolo, he's there for moral support. You coach him up. What's he done?
Well, I have some quotes for you because John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan spoke on this yesterday, Levi.
Sweet.
And I came prepared with the quotes.
Bring
all right,
it
you
to
ready?
me.
Kyle Shanahan says, we're in a situation where you bring in a rookie quarterback, to me, it's always better, especially on the team that you have, if you got a veteran started there already who you like and you're comfortable with and you're comfortable winning with. That's usually the direction you want to go. And not throw someone else out there in the fire until they're fully ready. And that's the situation we're at. I think Jimmy is going to be hard to find a quarterback who gives us a better chance to win right now than Jimmy, especially even a rookie in the draft.
What a lie.
Oh, I'm sorry. Continue. Now, if someone wanted to give something for Jimmy and it can make our team make a team. Now, if someone wanted to give something for Jimmy, for Garoppolo, and it can make our team better in a lot of other ways, you listen to that. But it also depends on how good you feel about that rookie. And we're not there yet. We're not there right now. Odds are we probably won't be. That's why we're happy that we don't have to be that way. We've got a guy in here who we know we can win with, a guy our players love, that we love, and we're excited to have him this year. And we're excited to have a hell of a quarterback right behind him learning for when the time is his. So, yeah.
I'll say that
this
makes a little bit of sense, just a little, if they go with, and this isn't to say, I'm not saying this dude couldn't come in and start and be successful. I would say maybe it would take some time just to tailor the offense around this guy's, not necessarily his style, but to maximize his potential and his strengths as well. But if they're going to go after Justin Fields with this pick, then I'm okay with it.
I even think Trey Lance would be good there.
See, some people have Trey Lance.
Yeah.
They speculated that. PFF, they have Justin Fields. I saw CBS has Mac Jones, which actually Mac Jones to me made the most sense because that's a Mac Jones like type of offense right there.
A Mac Jones type of offense is offense with 25 5-stars on it. The Mac Jones.
I'm disrespecting my man. Like, hate. Keep on hate.
3 picks to get Mac Jones, dog. 3 picks.
Oh, yeah. No, that's why it doesn't make sense to me because I'm not trading up. But I would say Justin Fields just because.
I hear you.
Yeah, working in that system. And I think Kyle Shanahan could do great with him. But I'd say within that system, it would take him some readjusting because that's like the total opposite of what you're running at Ohio State. So
yeah, it's like much. Because Ohio State runs so much option plays with the receivers, so everything takes a long time.
And it's a lot more spread out.
Yeah.
While, Kyle is West Coast zone run.
Right. Yeah. This is a weird move for them because my thing with them, right, is I feel like they have a win now roster, and bringing in a rookie quarterback doesn't help you win right now.
That's what I think Kyle Pitts would be.
Yeah, like Pitts, maybe a defensive player if you wanted that, but I don't see why. I don't think they necessarily need to go up to 3 unless they plan on flipping that into something else, right?
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, this idea that I think they do want some insurance. Jimmy's been hurt 2 of the years he's been there. He's missed a lot of time, so I get that. Although the whole roster missed time last year, basically.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I didn't get it from their perspective, honestly. But we'll see what they do. I trust them with the quarterback for sure.
Yeah, so, but I just don't know why you move from 12 to 3 to get a Mac Jones or really even a Justin Fields because you can make the argument Justin Fields could be up there still too.
I don't think he's falling to 12. 12 would be extreme.
Yeah, that's right because a lot of those QBs are going to get taken off.
They're predicting 4 might go in the top. Like people saying 4 might go in the top 10, which is wild, but I can see it.
You want me to give you the PFF?
Yeah, talk to me.
Top 5? Well, there's a lot of moves in here I like that PFF has. But number 1, of course, Trevor Lawrence
to the Jaguars.
Number 2, Zach Wilson to the Jets.
Okay.
Number 3, San Francisco, Justin Fields. Here's my favorite. Number 4, Atlanta. Trade the pick. New England Patriots. The Patriots get Trey Lance.
Okay.
Then number 5, Cincinnati Bengals are getting Kyle Pitts.
Okay, so Jamar Chase is still on the board at this point.
Yes, he's still on the board.
Interesting.
Which he will be going to the Miami Dolphins at 6.
Yes. Interesting.
Lions getting Penei Sewell. Carolina Panthers getting Mac Jones. Denver Broncos, Micah Parsons. But they got the Giants getting Devontae Smith at 11. They got the Eagles getting J.C. Horn. Corner, which that's not bad though. I mean, I know you want a wide receiver. Look, yeah. I just kind of put 2 and 2 together. I just realized, that's not a wide receiver they're getting. That's a corner, but a good corner though. I mean, y'all need that, don't y'all?
We do need a corner.
But Atlanta, with the 15th pick that we got from New England, we're going to get Jalen Waddle. I told you what I tell you. We're going to get another wide receiver. It's going to be an Alabama wide receiver, and it's going to be the trio. That's all we need. Why fix anything else when we can just throw in another Alabama wide receiver to fix it? Mm-hmm. Get the patchwork. Let's go. I'm ready for it. I got excited when I saw that. I was like, I hope this happens. I hope it happens.
Are the Raiders not picking in the top 15? Because I can't see Jalen Waddle making it past the Raiders.
That is true.
I can't see that happening.
They already got Henry Rutt, but of course, yeah.
That goes everything the Raiders believe in.
The Raiders, what number pick are they?
I don't know. That's what I was asking.
Yeah, they're not in the...
Oh, okay.
Let's see. The Raiders, yeah.
Oh, okay.
They're not in there.
So the Dolphins flipped. Speaking of Penei Sewell, in Madden, when people do downloadable, you know they got download rosters and everything, they take his first name out because they won't let you spell his first name if you do an online roster. I don't know. Some in the algorithm, the algorithm doesn't like the name Penei. It blocks it straight up. It's so weird. It's just like because I was doing the draft class with them and it had P I Sewell. That's how they had to spell his name because they wouldn't let him do the whole name.
That's weird.
It is. They got to fix the algorithm, man. Yeah. But some games won't let me spell my name. Like 2K won't let me spell Titus. Yeah, it would block Titus automatically.
That is weird.
Yeah, they got to fix the algorithms. They're terrible. They're terrible. So let's get to the other half of this trade. Where the Dolphins then flip that pick to get to number 6. So they pick the 12th pick and a 22 first round pick to get to the number 6 pick in the draft with the Philadelphia Eagles as we move back 6 spots. Like we got a reason to do that. What do you think about that, Levi? How'd you take that in when you saw that?
What, the Dolphins moving back?
Yeah. And the Eagles moving up. Yeah. I mean, Eagles moving back and letting the Dolphins get the 6th pick.
So the Eagles, I was questioned by it. I knew you weren't going to be happy about that. I was thinking, okay, that still makes sense if they want to go wide receiver because there's still going to be some good wide receivers up on the board at that time. And it made sense for the Dolphins to move back because they're going to go wide receiver and there's going to be wide receivers up there. So, but apparently y'all aren't getting a wide receiver.
I hate this team, Levi. Levi, I hate this team so much. Just so much. Let me tell you a story.
Hey, wait, can I take a time out before you?
Sure, go ahead.
I just want to say, I mean, another again, let's mark it up on the board where Titus and Levi are once again right. Titus predicted all the way back whenever that they're not getting a wide receiver, and I predicted all the way back whenever that we're going to get another Alabama receiver. So
there we go.
If that happens,
look at us.
Well, go ahead.
I was sleeping. I went to sleep kind of late that day. After work. Sorry, I'm choked up about this. I went to sleep kind of late that day after work. All right. Then I wake up randomly, like I guess about 2:30 or so. Just randomly woke up, and I see my phone. Josh is texting me about the San Francisco part of the trade. I'm like, that's weird. Don't know why they did that. And before I can register what they're doing, because I go on Twitter and read stuff. Before I can register that, I see the Eagles have traded from the 6 to 12 spot in the draft. And I just quote tweeted with "Excuse me," and then in Rapport tweeted something, but he deleted it that the Eagles were traded out of the 6th spot because they thought Zach Wilson would be gone. And I said, "Excuse me again." We were trying to look at Zach Wilson. He's deleted that tweet now, though. But I'm like, I'm sorry. We gave up a 6th pick because Zach Wilson went off the board?
Yeah.
Oh, pardon me. I didn't know that's what we were doing. You just told me we could go Jalen Hurts was the future. Now he's not anymore. So it just woke me up naturally because my spirit sensed how we did something stupid again. And what do you know? He did do something stupid again, Levi. And now here we are. Now we're at 12. You know, I don't like being at 12. People are like, oh, you might have 3 first-round picks next year. We have 2 first-round picks next year. The other one's conditional on Carson Wentz. Yeah, like I said, we have 2 first-round picks next year. Okay, I'm not holding on to the hope that we have 3. And second of all, who cares about next year's draft? Do you see this class this year? This class is disgusting. And the thing about Howie Rose drafted 1 Pro Bowler, just like 21 since 2010. Uno, and that Pro Bowler is not even on the team anymore. Carson Wentz is gone. Okay, so what you're telling me is, see, at 6, there's so many options. How we can't possibly screw that up because there's so many choices. There'll at least be somebody decent. Now you moving back to 12. There's so many opportunities for him to do something stupid because he has less choices. It was so simple. You can get me. I said, you can get me. If you want to go quarterback, I'll take Justin Fields if he's at 6. I was even coming around to Trey Lance at 6. I read things about Trey Lance, and I was getting into the Trey Lance experience. I'm like, I would take that at 6. I would prefer to get, a Jamar Chase, even though I thought he'd be off the board by 6 anyway. I was like, I'll take a Jamar Chase because Dolphins were still up there. I'm like, I'll take a Chase. I'll take a Kyle Pitts. You know, I was Kyle Pitts at 6. Pitts at 6 was my campaign. Moving back to 12. Now I ain't getting no Kyle Pitts. What am I getting now?
J.C. Horn. Joe Horn's son.
Joe Horn's son became a cornerback.
Yeah.
That's fun. That's always fun.
Which they made. Hey, you know what? Howie's like, we're going to flip him into a receiver. Maybe that's what he's going to do.
I hate this team so much.
I think y'all are tanking, to be honest.
But
didn't y'all get y'all got another first rounder for next year, right? From
yeah.
The Dolphins.
Right now we have 2 first rounders next year.
I feel like
potentially
y'all aren't wanting to make a big impact on y'all's roster this year, and y'all are wanting to tank.
Next year's draft is not even interesting right now. I don't care. This year's draft is beautiful.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful class.
It is.
It's reminded me of the 2011 class.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, ooh, this looks fun. I want something in this. Now I'm going to have something I didn't want. I didn't ask for that. This is like I wanted a fresh burger. And you brought home like the lean chuck that can't make a good beefy burger. You brought home like the lean chuck that got all the good stuff out of it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and you brought like, no, I wanted a fresh burger. You brought me a Boca burger.
What's a Boca burger?
Veggie burger.
I was going to say turkey, so yeah.
Close enough. But yeah, that's what I feel like I've got. I got a Boca burger now.
No.
Boca burgers taste good, but you know what? They're not. They're not a good beef patty. They're not.
No protein.
No. No, I ain't got no protein, Levi.
Yeah.
I hate this team so much. This draft is going to kill me again.
Yeah.
Look forward to another rant at the end of the month, guys, from like last year when the draft happened. Look forward to another great rant from me because the Eagles hate me. I'm in a toxic relationship with them that I can't quit.
Can I ask, is it sad that apparently, so we're projected to get a generational offensive lineman in Penei Sewell, but is it sad that I would prefer us to do what PFF is saying and to move back and just get
because
Jalen
like
Waddle?
You don't really want to watch offensive line.
No, I
football.
don't.
I understand.
And I know he's generational, and we probably need him really
talented,
bad. Yeah, and our offensive line has been struggling. And I said it as a joke. I don't even want a third wide receiver or another wide receiver. But it looks like I hope it happens. I want to hear it. Think about how fun that is, though. You got Julio, the big dude who's going to go up, out muscle you. You got Calvin Ridley, who's going to out route you, and then you got Jalen Waddle that's going to just outrun you.
I hear you.
Let's go.
Let Matt Ryan lead the league in sacks and receptions and yards again. Like,
Yeah.
Why not? You know,
We're just going to put Julio
triple down on it.
On the line.
Triple down on it. Well, Levi, the Jacksonville Jaguars, never continue on the draft news. Their head coach, Urban Meyer, that's still funny to say. He said the Jaguars are looking likely to draft Trevor Lawrence at number 1. His quote is, I had to say that's the direction we're going. That was his quote. That seemed like obvious news, and I mean, why might entertain anything differently. So yeah, Trevor Lawrence, prayers up for you in Jacksonville, buddy. I wish you the best.
Yeah.
Good luck to you. Last set on Levi, baseball bat. Starts April 1st.
Yes.
Thursday.
Wait, it starts April 1st.
Opening day is April 1st. Yes.
That is right.
You excited?
I am more excited now that you reminded me it's April 1st.
Good.
Because I was just asked yesterday, Levi, when's baseball season start? It's
Yeah.
usually like the last, 2 weeks of April. So
you
got that wrong.
Yeah, they moved up. I feel like they moved up maybe a year ago or so. I can't remember. I feel like they started earlier. Not a year.
Maybe I think it's a
new
new thing this year.
I thought they did it before. I don't remember though.
You may be right. You may be
watching.
right.
I'd be like, oh, opening days here, cool.
Yeah.
I don't pay attention to it.
I'm excited about it because Atlanta, we pretty much got our same team back from last
Yeah,
year.
they brought the whole game back.
Yeah, but we beefed up the pitching staff a little bit too.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, I'm excited. We're in a tough division, but we'll see how it goes.
Yes. Well,
wait. Are we gonna get to the whole Andre Drummond, LaMarcus Aldridge?
you have NBA talking here.
Okay.
You have NBA talking here.
Sorry, I just didn't know, so I didn't want to step over it. Okay.
Yeah. March Madness is still going on. We have more Elite 8 games today because they made a stupid schedule. But we had some games wrap up. We got 2 teams in the Final Four right now. We got Houston and Baylor made a Final Four, Levi. I did not see that one coming because they've been so close and failed every time. So, I didn't have them going.
Yeah.
Because I be going off historical trends. I like, they ain't making it nowhere. So, Baylor and Houston. How about that?
Yeah.
Stink. How you feeling?
Well, Baylor, I thought they would go. So, shout out to them. Houston.
I had Houston in my Final Four.
See, I was so close to putting them in my Final Four, but I went with Illinois instead. And so it looks like I should have went Houston.
Yeah.
But Yeah, shout out to Houston. I don't know. Those are two. That's gonna be a fun game because those are two very similar teams.
Yeah.
They're practically like the same team style.
Right,
and,
right.
Yeah, defense first, offense second, but
Yeah.
just run the floor the whole time. Yeah.
Yeah. The games over the weekend were pretty terrible.
Yeah, they
were
were
not.
awful.
It was just blowouts.
Yeah.
Like none of the fun stuff. All the fun stuff. That's why I forget about March Madness. Like the opening weekend's always fun. You get a lot of close games, upsets. But then like by the second weekend gets here and teams get a chance to watch some of these stars, teams like, okay, you're not getting none of that off on us.
Yeah.
And then they don't get any of it off on them and get them out of here.
Yeah.
Like Gonzaga beat the doors off Creighton. Michigan was smoking FSU
Mhm.
like quickly too.
Yeah.
That got out of hand very fast. I watched the UCLA Alabama game. That was good till overtime, and then Alabama couldn't score.
Yeah.
That got weird.
Yeah.
I didn't watch the Oregon USC game, but like the rest of the other games, so like not great. It was not a fun weekend.
No, it wasn't.
Not a lot of memorable things happened. Not
No.
like that, you know. Nobody really got beat by a last second shot, did they?
Nobody got.
Everybody
no.
kind of got smoked.
I mean, everybody's gonna. I'd say the shot everybody's gonna remember, or the big play, unless something happens in
today,
today or Final
Yeah.
Four, whatever. But it was the Alex Reese game tying
that was a
three-pointer.
beautiful shot.
Yeah,
That was a great shot.
and what's crazy is that I had this weird. I've never really been in that position before. Well, I have with the Hawks because we had many buzzer beaters, but
yeah,
it was really weird when I saw Javon Quinterly kind of round. I don't know. He's coming around his defender, and I saw him making that motion to throw to Alex Reese. And that second and a half, I had this weird peace come over me.
Oh yeah,
because
yeah.
I knew. Oh,
You kind of know.
it's Reese's Pieces out here, bro. And so I knew that shot was going in.
I ain't gonna lie. I really thought they were gonna win in overtime because UCLA really thought they had won that game
Yeah.
already.
I thought
So,
it was
like,
going to be a
the way they
momentum
look-
shift too.
Yeah, the way I said, okay, I don't think UCLA gonna be ready to play overtime because they just don't. They feel like they won that game already when
Yeah.
Herbert missed those free throws. They felt like it was over. Alabama looked like it was over too for a long time.
Mhm.
Like emotionally, it looked like they were kind of done body language wise.
That's why I kind of didn't think we were going to pick it back up.
Yeah.
And it just that was not our game. Every
That was
player.
a game where if Alabama had survived, I would have favored them going forward because like you won the worst game you possibly could have played.
Oh yeah.
And you survived it.
Yes.
Like that's that. Once you get through that game in the tournament, I feel like every team had the tournament where it's like they're not really them.
Yeah.
But if you get through it, then you're probably going to be great going forward.
Oh, exactly.
That's what I thought was going to happen.
Yeah. It was a whole lot of things, man. Free throws,
Yeah.
number one, and then two, rebounding. Like we're one of the best rebounding teams in the tournament, and we were getting killed, especially offensive wise.
Right.
UCLA was getting a lot of offensive boards, but we kind of ditched the three. We weren't popping it back out. I knew Javon Quinterly was going to be key in
Yeah.
driving,
Yeah.
but he wasn't dishing it out enough, I would
Yeah.
say. So
And
yeah,
then in overtime, like that's why I thought Oates kind of messed up and not taking time out early in overtime because once they got down, everyone started spamming threes.
Yeah,
like
they
they were
did.
going to get the deficit back and one like, nah, you got to settle down a little bit, get back to your offense,
Yeah.
and take a three when it comes. You don't have to force them though.
So
You have to
that's-
make the deficit worse.
that's kind of the tricky thing because our team works really good. Our offense works the best when we're consistently in fast break.
Yeah.
And so sometimes, I mean, it's like the Warriors. If you just let it go, just let them go.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
they're going to eventually find that groove
Right,
and they're going to
right.
go on a string and they can hit five free,
Yeah,
3-pointers in a
yeah.
row. So that's kind of the risk
Yeah.
reward type thing.
It
it
reminded
comes
me of
with.
watching Carolina play because Roy is not a timeout guy. I don't know if you know this. He's not a big take a timeout guy. He's like, y'all go figure it
Yeah.
out. And them scores get bad so fast sometimes. Like,
Yeah.
Roy, will you call one, please?
Yeah.
He's gotten better at it, but there was times it'd be like, be down 25 points, he ain't call timeout yet.
Yeah.
It gets ugly real quick. But
Yeah.
tonight we got USC and Gonzaga and UCLA and Michigan.
That
Who
USC
do you give the best
Gonzaga-
chance to win? If you do see
Like-
an upset, I mean, which team do you think an upset can happen? Do you think a top seed falls? Who has a better chance of beating the one seed? So I'm trying to ask basically. USC or UCLA?
I think USC does.
I agree. I like UCLA, but I don't know. Michigan look.
No, yeah.
Michigan. What Michigan did to Florida State, dog, that was different.
UCLA is good. Like,
Yeah,
and
they're
two,
very good.
shout out to. So I had totally forgotten that Mick Cronin was the coach of UCLA.
I learned that this tournament. I think.
Oh,
I
really?
literally learned it in the tournament. I was like, oh, Mick Cronin's there. Okay.
Yeah.
cool.
So whenever I learned that, like the day or two before
Yeah.
going into that game, that's when I was like, oh, okay, yeah, we might not win this because Mick Cronin matches up. Just his coaching style matches up
Yeah.
against us really well. But I think Michigan's just too good against
Yeah.
UCLA right now.
I think so too.
But dude, USC looks good.
USC does look very good. They do look very good. I think this will probably be Gonzaga's toughest matchup.
Yeah.
Especially even talent-wise. So I think Creighton's cool. I think Creighton's as
I
talented
just
as
still don't
USC,
trust
right?
Gonzaga, even though I know they
None of
look
us trust
really
Gonzaga.
good. But
And like I know they've made a championship before, but like they lost it.
Yeah.
And it's still Gonzaga. Like they always be on the edge and they don't
Mhm.
do it. But they've been smoking people lately.
They
But
have.
I don't know. I think I'm with you. I think I would see I could see USC beating Gonzaga before I see UCLA beating Michigan because Michigan is just they got it. Dominating a defensive team like Florida State the way they did is different.
yeah,
Because one thing about Florida State, they're gonna put somebody in the NBA. Somebody on the team's going to the NBA and gonna play defense really well and have no offense. That's what they do. That's the Florida State MO. Jonathan Isaac, Patrick Williams this year, not a great offensive player, solid defender. It's what they do at Florida State, you know. So see what happens going forward. But those games are at 7:15 is USC and Gonzaga, and 9:57 is UCLA and Michigan. That'll be tonight. Can the Pac-12 survive? Can we get more Pac-12 teams in the Final Four?
yeah.
Be interesting to see. So yeah, let's get into experts of the week, Levi.
Yeah.
What you got?
Expert of the week. Yeah, I'll just give it to the whole Alabama team and Nate Oates, Herb Jones, Alex Reese, John Petty. I appreciate y'all. Y'all helped change the culture of Alabama basketball. Nate Oates said he's going to be telling his players about this team 30 years into the future. But yeah, it's looking up. It kind of the whole tournament run kind of encapsulated our group of seniors. I love them, respect them, but sometimes you're only as good as your leaders are, and kind of maxed out there. Kind of knew it. Not the best skill wise, but just good hustle and good playmaking. But yeah, shout out to them. Can't wait till next year though. Elite Eight, JD Davison, Josh Primo, them boys, we going off.
Word. What's Herbert? Is your Herbert what's he?
He's a senior.
He is?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know if I heard him in your shout out.
Yeah.
Oh, you did?
He
Okay.
was, yeah.
Okay. I was saying
senior,
I was
number
wondering if he
one.
got banned from missing the free throws.
Oh yeah, no. I don't, bro. I already knew those free throws weren't going in, bro.
It was funny because I texted you, I'm like, yo, is he like this? What is he having a bad offensive game or is this him like it's both? I was like, okay, I get what you're saying. I get exactly what you're saying. I understand.
But mainly it was a bad game though. But he's
an inconsistent offensive performer.
Yeah, he's not the best ball. Look, he's just your hustle guy. And he's really good defensively, but you can't trust him dribbling. You can't trust him around the rim really either.
Yeah,
so
I got you. Most of the week, we're going to Society.
Okay.
Shout out to the people who unblocked the Suez Canal because they were struggling.
Yo, yeah. How does the boat even like get turned like that?
I was very confused how that happened because I didn't read it. I just saw a picture. I'm like, yo, the canal got stuck. The canal dead.
The canal got stuck.
they broke the canal. It's crazy. Yeah, shout out to people who unblocked the Suez Canal.
Isn't that the largest cargo ship that can go through that canal?
Probably. Do they have like signs up in like large water, like with the trucks? They got like signs up that says
clearance.
The clearance sign for the boat, and they were like, I can get it.
Yeah.
And then oh no, and then the boat got stuck.
Where is the Suez? Where does it run through?
It's in Egypt, right? Yeah.
It is Egypt?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. So yeah, shout out to y'all. Y'all saved trade and stuff for the world. Not the express of the week. What you got? The world trade was saved. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Society. Yes.
Wait, didn't they say that? I saw some, it might have been clickbaiting headlines or whatever, but I did see some articles saying how this could be a serious problem if they can't get it out.
Yeah, I was hearing that. Yeah, it could be a problem.
Would it true? Would people have to just go around Africa if they didn't get that unblocked?
That'd be really funny.
They would have go around the Cape.
See, the world is saved. Whatever they be trading through there.
Yeah,
we're all okay now. Shout out to the people who blocked the canal and saved trade save NATO. NATO was safe.
Yeah.
All right, not the expert of the week. What you got?
Lil Nas X.
I actually got people who are mad at Lil Nas X now the expert of the week. Not in mine, but that's what I would give it. Actually, I want to give people who got mad who thought Nike made a shoe with blood in it.
Oh yeah. Which I don't know. I see. I actually didn't see anybody who thought Nike actually was responsible.
It was definitely
really
around. Yeah, it was around. For sure around.
Yeah.
Nike had to go sue them people to make sure people knew it wasn't them.
Exactly. So I was wondering the whole time. I was like, when is Nike dropping a lawsuit? Or because I saw earlier when they made the announcement, hey, we're not affiliated with this, blah.
Yeah, the announcement was too late. The mob had already picking up that Nike did it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they got to sue. Like that's a big
okay,
lawsuit right
they're
there.
suing for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
it's going down.
yeah, Lil Nas X still hot with the Twitter fingers.
He's
Did you see his
fast on
tweet?
Twitter.
Like
He's going crazy on Twitter.
he's
going
like
crazy
me
on
after
Twitter.
Nike's settlement or Nike lawsuit.
Yeah, he's wilding on Twitter.
Yeah,
But
I want to know where the blood comes from too.
yeah, which human did they choose for that?
Yeah.
I'm very confused. I don't like it.
Yeah,
I was more bothered by that than anything else that he did.
yeah, the blood.
Yeah, that bothered me more than anything else.
Yeah, I mean, all of it bothered
Everything
me.
else is like oh, well, it's a deep conversation I really want to get into, but yeah. It was like, okay, but yeah, we won't have time to get into that conversation today. But yeah, everything else is that I'm like, you put blood in the shoe, my boy? What? You were bugging.
Yeah.
You are tripping. You really tripping now.
I bet you there's not even actual blood in there either.
It better not be.
Probably just this market. How much was he selling those for? Or
I
is
think
selling those
the
for?
market was had like 1,000 or some weird
Out
number
of here.
because that's the shoe market.
Yeah.
That's your,
So something like $1,400.
yeah. Like that's Joe Hebert's people.
Wow. Well, my boy, I don't know his name, but Soul Resell.
Still
He's
hate
like
you, Joe.
one of the biggest resellers in Georgia. They DM'd him and asked him if he wanted a pair because they send these.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so he posted it with like him saying no or like don't even. He was mad that they even like DM'd him and asked him that.
Somebody's gonna get spared though. That's gonna happen. It's gonna be a shoe. It's gonna exist for years. My not the expert of the week. We're gonna talk to someone at GameSpot named Michael Rougeau. I think. Rougeau, yes. We're gonna talk to him. Levi, Godzilla vs. King Kong comes out this week.
Yeah.
Which side you on? Before I get into this,
King Kong.
I almost said something disrespectful. I'm with Godzilla because Godzilla's kind of like a dragon, dinosaur dragon. He spits fire, so I like laser beams of fire. So shout out to Godzilla. I'm with Godzilla. Anybody else not on Godzilla's side, you will opt this week. You will opt till this movie ends. Godzilla
My great grandmother
versus
had to flee Japan because of Godzilla, bro.
Don't put that on your Don't put that on your great grandmother like that. Anyway, shout out to Godzilla. But anyway, this writer, Michael Rougeau, at GameSpot, he wrote a review of this movie, right?
Okay.
In his review, I'm going to read a quote. He goes, if you're expecting a halfway intelligent script or a set of human characters who act like thinking beings with discernible motivations beyond being Xbox, so why plot make it happen, you'll be massively disappointed. Who is going to watch Godzilla versus King Kong to see the people?
Yeah.
Who cares about any human I don't want to see a human I don't care if it's a human in the movie.
No.
Every second wasted on a human and I wasted on a giant kaiju monster fight is a wasted second in my life.
Except for, is the lady that King Kong's in love with in this movie? Is that part of the plot?
I don't know.
Okay. That's the only human I would care about.
Yeah, I don't know. But I'm just over it. Like, who? No one cares about y'all. Be quiet. Go hide and let the monsters fight it out. You talking about the human aspect of this movie? My big fight, little brain. It's about the monsters. Who cares about that? Like the headline of the article literally goes, "In Godzilla versus Kong, a giant lizard and a giant ape fight." And that's the best thing we can say about it. What else needs to be said? That's what we're here for. It's called Godzilla versus Kong. It's not called Godzilla versus Kong. Human intervention. Humanity must survive. Nobody care about y'all. Shut up and hide. I'm here to watch the monsters fight across the planet. That's all I care about. The humans are here to get me from point A to point B. They're here to be like, oh snap, they moving to this side of the country. Cool. That's all I need y'all for. I don't need no other shh. I don't need no other dialogue. I don't need to see a child hiding in fear. I do not care. I am here for the monsters fighting. I don't need y'all talking about nothing. Put some subtitles or something for the monster dialogue or something if you want to talk. I don't need no human in there. For what? Except I want a human to be like, oh my God. That's all I need you to say. Oh my God, while you're trying to drive away from like a building collapsing because Godzilla knocked King Kong into it or something crazy like that. Like, who cares about the people in this movie? Michael Rougeau, you're not the expert of the week, trying to talk about the human aspect of this movie. We ain't here for no deep plots. Yeah. We know what we getting. It's like a Fast and Furious movie. We know it don't make no sense. We know it don't make no sense. We gonna watch it though. We know it's illogical. They had the longest runway in the history of runways in the Fast and Furious movie. Yeah. Nobody said a word. That runway scene was 30 minutes and the plane was moving the whole time, Levi. The whole time. The plane was moving for 30 minutes on the runway and no one they drug a safe through a city.
Yeah.
Remember that? The streets
true.
of Brazil,
Yeah.
a safe with a car. Like, we know what we getting into with these movies. And you want to talk about all the technical aspects. Oh, we needed more dialogue and conversations from about humanity and about the societal issues. No, we don't. We need monsters fighting now more than ever. We need monsters fighting.
What societal issues can you even like talk about or discuss between?
Exactly. That's my point. Let the monsters fight. Let stuff happen, and you just all enjoy it with your popcorn. I might go IMAX for this actually. I might take an IMAX trip for this one.
I'm glad you brought that up. So this is being released in theaters, right?
Theaters and HBO Max.
All right. So one of my boys, they brought it up last night. Oh, comes out today. Blah blah. I'm gonna be watching that. Or he said, I'm gonna go watch that. And I said, oh, you're going to you're gonna go watch it in theaters?
Yeah.
No, I've got HBO. I'm watching it at home. And that's when I replied, aren't you doing it wrong then? King Kong versus Godzilla is clearly in the theaters experience.
I agree.
And he said something about, I don't care, I'm getting it for free. And so I was just like, nah, you're doing it wrong. Because, so you agree. That's a movie you have to go see in the theaters.
The first time you watch that cannot be in your crib, on your phone. Like, no. You got to be in the big screen with your bucket of popcorn, all buttery and delicious, and sit down and enjoy it.
Yeah, he said his reply was, I have surround sound. I said, but you don't have a freaking
like, how big is the
big
TV?
Screen? Yeah, no, it's not that.
Okay, then no, you're doing it wrong.
I mean, it's like 50 inch,
that's
but it's still not.
For
but
the
it's
home
not.
Watch. Yeah, that's like a party at the house watch.
Yeah,
but the real thing, you got to see that.
You have to go.
Yeah. You got to IMAX that one time. Davis said Kong for the win. All y'all ops this week. All you King Kong people, I ain't cool with y'all this week.
King Kong,
Godzilla,
King Kong.
Butlers, how y'all feel? King Kong, Godzilla?
I don't know, man. I've always been a Godzilla fan, but
me too.
I don't know.
Godzilla he's been battle tested.
The good guy.
Yeah, see, that's why I like Kong. And he didn't get the girl too.
Well, he was kind of kidnapping her a little bit.
Well, that's true.
Like just a tiny bit.
Yeah. Maybe that's the.
He didn't give them much of a choice.
Maybe that's the social things that we need to discuss in this King Kong versus Gorilla.
Maybe so. Maybe
the classic King Kong versus Godzilla. King Kong is the hero kind of.
Yeah, I heard. Yeah,
so I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, it'd be interesting to see how they play this off.
Yeah, because Godzilla's kind of been the hero now in the Godzilla movies. He's kind of like been doing his thing.
Wait, how is Godzilla a hero?
Have you seen like the two movies they made?
No, I haven't seen any of the Godzilla
in the new
movies.
Like the other creatures came up to like. In the second one, King of Monsters, other creatures came up to like mess stuff up.
Oh.
And they started running the world really bad, but Godzilla had to come through and kill him.
Oh.
Yeah, he had to come take him out.
Watch this one with no background knowledge.
You can. It's just Godzilla versus Kong. They're both alive and they're gonna fight. Now, I don't think you need to know the rest of the stuff. I just know. Yeah, I just know it because like I didn't even know they were in the same universe. I'm like, how y'all? I didn't know he was in the same because they made that Kong Skull Island movie, and I was like, that's all right. And then the two Godzilla movies, I was like, these are pretty cool because Godzilla. He had one scene where he like did his laser beam from his mouth and beheaded one of the monsters. I was like, that's really awesome. He was like, and it was like his head came off. I was like, yes, yes.
How was that again?
Right into his face, like blew his face. I was like, yes, that's what I like. Yeah, but that movie had too much people interaction in it too. I ain't like that.
Yeah,
I don't want people in my Godzilla movie. I want Godzilla doing Godzilla stuff.
I liked the story behind the King Kong with Jack Black and I don't know.
I remember that one. Yeah, I thought I was talking about. Then the other thing, I think Godzilla needed to survive because they had the Mecha Godzilla. They teased Mecha Godzilla at the end of the last Godzilla movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I haven't seen. Yeah. I just saw the first remake with.
And that was
it Matthew Broderick in it?
Yeah. That was the second one. They got it right though. They were like, "I'm sorry, we're sorry for all the people we gave you. We're gonna give you more monster fights." So they gave us a lot of monster fights, and that's what it was about. So yeah, Michael Rougeau, get your mind right, buddy.
Speaking of fight movies, though. They're coming out with a new Mortal Kombat movie.
I heard that.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how I feel about that.
I'm excited about seeing that.
I don't know how I feel about Mortal Kombat movies. I've heard they were good historically, but I didn't watch them. So.
The first movie was pretty good. The second one was kind of
bad. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. I'm gonna watch it though.
But this one, I just saw the trailer for it yesterday, and it looks like it's going to be really well done.
I'm gonna check it out because that comes out I think in a few weeks as well.
Yeah, the 16th, I think.
Yeah.
Movies are popping.
Movies are popping.
Movies coming back.
Yes.
AMC to the moon.
Yes. Yeah. Marvel's supposed to be launching stuff again this year, and thank God because I missed them so much. I've missed so much Marvel stuff. They coming back though, so yeah. Levi, let's get into the NBA trade deadline.
Yes.
It went down Thursday. A lot of teasing happened. A lot of capping was done. You know, Kyle Lowry was rumored to every team in the league, and he's still in Tampa-Toronto because they're not in Toronto. So Tampa-Toronto, yes, yeah. Still down there. You know,
Tom's house.
Yeah, Tom's Creek. So what stood out to you from the trade deadline, Levi? Who are your winners and losers?
To discuss that, I'm gonna have to be reminded on some of the trade transactions that were going
Some things
on.
happened. Nikola Vucevic got sent to Chicago.
Yeah, that's right.
Orlando. Aaron Gordon got traded to Denver.
Oh, I would say Denver. Denver looked like they came out the winner.
And Aaron Gordon looked like he fit right in immediately.
Yeah.
Because he played, I think he had 20, I think, open his first game or something like that. He had a nice stat line his first game.
Yeah.
He was.
It was
he fit
more
right
than.
in.
Maybe
was it 28?
That sounds right. I think it was like 28, 29.
He came out cooking. The Heat. Shout out to the Heat. They got Victor Oladipo.
Yeah,
I like that move for them. Maybe it's a low risk move because he's a free agent this year. He's not right.
They didn't get anything. Yeah,
they gave up Avery Bradley and Kelly Olynyk.
Yeah,
bro. It's a solid ceiling raising move. What'd you think about how Toronto played the Kyle Lowry thing? Because they were asking for a lot for Lowry, apparently.
Yeah, is this Lowry's last year in his contract?
It is.
Yeah, they were asking for too much. So
my thing was I feel like they didn't necessarily want to trade him.
I don't think they did
because he means so much to them. So it's like we don't really want to trade. If we want to trade, you want a package that's going to really work for us.
Yeah,
and I kind of get where they're coming from. It's like if you're a win now team, you think it's got to help you win now. What are you willing to give up for it?
Mm-hmm.
And because we don't necessarily have to trade him. I think it was one of those things. They're comfortable losing him in free agency if they lose him, just because of the relationship they have there. So I kind of get it, but I also do think they were asked for a lot. But I get it.
Mm-hmm.
I get why they didn't trade him. That's the perspective I had on it, at least, that maybe they just didn't want to trade him, so if they're going to trade him, it's going to be a great offer.
And maybe, too, they believe that they can get him back in free agency.
That's true. Yeah.
Because I really don't see him leaving Toronto.
He might. I don't know. Depends on what the money is. He might get a big offer this offseason they don't want to pay.
Maybe.
Because he's 30. He's going to be 35. He'll be 36 starting the next playoff run, basically.
Yeah.
So maybe. And maybe they want to go in different
directions. He's that old?
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, he's 35.
How long has he been in the league? I feel like he's only been in the league
See, because remember he had those years in Houston where he wasn't really a name like that yet. Because he started in Houston. The Rockets drafted him back in the day.
Who did he play with at Houston?
It was one of them squads. Let me look it up.
It was on that Houston team.
It was one of them squads. It was way back, though.
I can't remember Houston before James Harden, to be honest.
Yeah, this was he drafted in 06. Oh, he was drafting in Memphis. I'm sorry. He was drafting in Memphis in 06. Huh.
He was drafted in 06?
Yes.
Oh, my God. He doesn't even look 35, 36 either, bro.
I don't even remember him in Memphis. I just remember him in Houston. It's the only time I remember him. They were Aaron Brooks. Aaron Brooks were in Houston together. I remember that.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So, shout out to Kyle Lowry's still in Toronto. So, I think.
Yeah, you were asking way too much for a 35, 36-year-old. Sorry.
But if you want to win now, pay the price. I think the Orlando Magic fans won. The Atlanta Magic fans won because they get out of purgatory with that terrible team that they knew never was going to do anything. Mm-hmm. Now they get to give themselves fake hope that they're going to draft somebody and fix it. You know?
Yeah.
So the fans won because they got hope back again.
Yeah.
Good for you.
That's all you get.
They're going to squash it in a couple years.
Yeah.
I like what the Bucks did with PJ Tucker. It was a little before the trade deadline.
Oh, yeah.
I like that move.
That was a good move.
Yeah, but the deadline was interesting because, I feel like most stuff happened on the buyout market.
Yeah,
the real movers and shakers happened on the buyout market and the deadline, except for the fact that Houston Rockets lost badly. We talk a full review of what the Houston Rockets have done, Levi.
Yeah.
Let me break it down to you like this. They basically turned James Harden into Avery Bradley, Kelly Olynyk, and Dante Exum in 20 games of Victor Oladipo and a bunch of draft picks. Remember, they had Karis LeVert, but they traded LeVert. They put LeVert in the trade to Indy, so he didn't. And Jared Allen, they didn't want them for some reason. They split both of them for Victor Oladipo, who they only kept for 20 games, and now they have Avery Bradley and Kelly Olynyk in draft picks. Woo, they blew that badly.
They did.
What a terrible, terrible trade.
Yeah.
What a failure of an organization.
It's going to take a while for that.
Oh, so long.
Yeah.
It's going to be a very long fix. And poor Steven Silas. That man is struggling. Man's going through it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's dark. It's dark days out here. It's really dark days.
Yeah.
So what do you think the buyout market, we had some nice movers and shakers there.
Well,
Andre Drummond went to the Lakers.
Mm-hmm.
LaMarcus Aldridge went to the Nets.
Yes.
Blake Griffin went to the Nets. Every other player you've ever heard of was talking to the Nets.
Going to the Nets.
Yeah, basically. They have infinite roster spots apparently. I don't know what's going on with them.
Mm-hmm.
But you had some takes for this. You want to talk about this?
Yeah. So LaMarcus Aldridge news came out first.
Yes.
He signed first, or the intentions of him going to the Nets. And so I got that notification. I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. Get on Twitter maybe about an hour later. And it's nothing but, I'm not going to say it was necessarily LeBron stands or just LeBron stands, but everybody had a problem with LaMarcus Aldridge going to the Nets. They were too loaded. And then it was a lot of KD attacking too, bringing up oh, you don't want to win champion. I don't know, bringing up, oh,
his
you
tweet
wanted to
about how he
leave
didn't want
Golden
to be on
State.
super team. He didn't want to be on super team. Wanted to compete. Bringing that tweet back up.
Oh yeah, exactly. So everybody's talking about that, and then I saw a lot of people chirping too, like, oh, they're cheating. This is what they have to do to beat LeBron. Blah blah blah. And I mean, I'm just over it, bro, because LA was huge in the market last year when it came to picking up Paul Gasol. I meant to go through and
Marc
look
Gasol?
at all Marc Gasol. You're right. Sorry. And all these other guys. So look, they're both destination spots. And then just a few hours later, I feel like a lot of these people had to pop that foot out of their mouth because Andre Drummond went to the Lakers.
I don't think anyone should be excited about Andre Drummond.
I don't think anybody should be excited about LaMarcus Aldridge. So
I agree with that.
Yeah.
But it's also funny because the Nets are literally in on every person that becomes available.
They are, but they just become
But
that
the energy's not the
destination
same.
team.
The energy's not the same.
Do
Because
what?
the energy for LeBron is always in LeBron teams. Oh, how much help do they need? Why do they need so many people on their team? There's energy every time LeBron does anything in free agency.
Yeah, and that's the
anytime
I'm saying.
LeBron
That's
team
the
adds
energy
anyone.
now for KD
Yeah,
too.
that's what
So it was,
they want energy to be kept the
so it's pretty
same.
much like the two sides going back and forth.
Yeah, people
and they're
just want the
arguing
same
about
energy.
nothing.
They want
yeah.
the same energy.
Yeah.
That's all. People just want the same
So
energy.
what I think, like the whole KD thing, that might have been true. Who knows? Like, really, KD be BSing himself and us half the time. I don't think he really knows what he wants or what he's doing.
I think
but,
KD. I think the problem is sending tweets like how he said about everybody wants to join the Lakers. I want to build. I want to compete. I don't want to build a super team because he did say that. He did say that.
Yeah.
But I think he learned that this is harder than I thought it would be. I think he learned
Exactly.
that at some point.
So I think part of
But
his
it's like
plan
that's
going
after.
to Brooklyn was to create that a destination site team, and to rival LeBron's. So I think that's what he's done.
I feel like everybody's taking LeBron's blueprint and just upped it by a lot. Because the Lakers they don't have three. They have two very good players. Whereas the Nets have three, even though they don't really play together because somebody be hurt all the time.
Yeah.
Like Kyrie, Harden, and Irving is an overwhelming offensive force. Whereas the Lakers are LeBron, AD, and we gotta hope nobody else screws up. Basically,
They got a good supporting cast though.
they have a very good supporting cast. They don't have like a top. Like they have a top two, not a top three. Like not a top just dominant three. Which is why they were kind of beatable as a team to me. Because
Yeah.
it's like this isn't a super team. This is just a really good team.
But they're also
I don't consider them a super team.
that's when you have to factor in defense and all that because
Oh, yeah,
the
they're a great
Lakers are way
defensive
better
team.
defensive team.
Oh, they're a great defensive team.
Yeah.
But
So,
yeah. And I still am not convinced the Nets are gonna make the finals. They're so bad on defense, but
yeah.
they're so bad. And
Exactly.
KD's not there yet. And I feel like when they come back and lose with KD and someone writes an article about KD lost, the chemistry's gonna explode there, and I'm really excited for that.
Yeah.
I was ready
and
for I just want the negativity in Brooklyn. But yeah.
I think LaMarcus Aldridge, you could make the argument that he could be more of a detriment to their playing style as well.
I don't think he's not gonna play in the playoffs.
He's not going to play that much. Yeah,
He's
you're
not
right.
playing the playoffs. Blake probably will until if he has it, because Blake's looked okay. But
Yeah.
I think a lot of this is like his new destination gas, where it's like he's, it's like when you be newly single and you
Mhm.
think you pimping, but you're really just sad all the time.
Mhm.
That's what Blake's going through right now. I think that's really what Blake's going through right now. Like he's already doing all the things he didn't do when he was in a relationship, but
Yeah.
he's really sad on the inside and he's gonna fall apart at some point. That's what's gonna happen. But yeah. And I feel like teams that do all these moves and everybody never win the championship, right?
Well, it kind of reminds me of the Lakers of old when they went and got an old Steve Nash,
Yeah,
an old
yeah.
Paul Gasol,
Right.
all those guys.
Right.
So yeah, it really does.
Even the
remind
Clippers
me of
last
that.
year,
Yeah,
they were like, "Hey, look at the Clippers! Look at us! We have all this stuff. We're gonna be the new thing in LA." And boom, bounced.
yeah.
Bounced in the second round. Boy, the slander if this Nets team loses in like the second round of the playoffs, dog.
I'm gonna say they're making it to the finals, bro, because I do not trust the Bucks. Is cute. Like I'm gonna sum
I would
up
have them
their
over the
whole
Bucks. I don't have them
regular
beating Philly.
season. Do what?
I don't have them beating Philly right now.
Oh, you don't have them beating Philly.
They have nothing for Embiid. They have nothing for Embiid, and Philly has the defenders to give them problems. You can put Simmons on Harden or Kyrie, and you can put Maxey or Halliburton. I mean, not Halliburton. Thibault.
Mm-hmm.
Let Thibault take the other one. So if you turn, because the thing is, if you can turn Harden from being the playmaker and having to be a scorer and make Kyrie have to be the playmaker,
Mm-hmm.
that's a problem for them. Kyrie doesn't want to be a playmaker. He wants to be the scoring guard. If you can make Harden make mistakes, which he can do,
Mm-hmm.
I think Philly has a good chance of beating them. And they have no answers for Embiid in the paint. Not a single one. They got Obi's hurt.
Yeah.
And he's becoming a better playmaker out of that space, too.
I think
Yeah.
we're gonna see a new James Harden though in these playoffs.
Like,
A
when that
better
doesn't
James
choke.
Harden. James Harden that will pass the ball and not play ISO
Well,
ball.
he's doing good
and-
playing point, but I'm saying if you make it hard, if you make it to where he can't be the point guard, you know what I'm saying? Like you just put defense on him where it's harder for him to play, just like stand there and watch and make things happen. Because I think they have the defense to do that, and I don't think the Nets have defense to stop literally anyone on the world. You know what would be a fun finals though? A Nuggets Nets finals.
That would be fun.
That'd be so
finals.
much offense.
Yeah.
Just offense everywhere, all over the place. It's not
It
gonna
would.
happen, but it'd be fun.
Well, I still want to see the Jazz in there, and the Jazz like whooped Cleveland last night too.
I don't-
It was,
I don't want to see the Jazz in the finals.
what's up, Jazz? Go Jazz!
I don't want to see Rudy Gobert in the finals,
Bro,
bro.
they killing though, dude.
I don't want to see
Killing.
Rudy Gobert in the finals, dog. I'm sorry.
I still can't figure out what they're doing over there.
They're so good.
Yeah.
And it's weird. But yeah,
Is Phoenix still number 2?
Phoenix is number 2. I'm like at the rankings right now.
No.
Phoenix number 2, but the Clippers are right behind them. Clippers have 2 more losses than they do.
Did the Clippers lose last night?
No, the
One
Clippers
loss?
won.
Who'd they
night.
play last
The Bucks.
night?
They beat the Bucks last
Okay.
night. Beat them down a little bit too, actually.
Oh, they did.
Yeah. I think they had 19 threes on them or something like that. So it was one of those games. You know?
Are the Bucks still one in the East?
The Bucks are never won these.
They weren't.
Philly's been one of these.
Oh, I thought it's been back and forth between the Bucks and
Nah, Philly's
Philly.
32-14. The Bucks 29-17.
But
Philly and the Nets are basically back and forth. Philly's got a half game lead right now. So yeah, it's a tight race. Philly's holding on even with the injuries.
I
Andre
really
Drummond
stopped-
to the Lakers. Did that move anything for you?
I like it.
I like it if Andre Drummond's gonna buy in to
Yeah.
his role. And I listened to the Athletic show the other day, Athletic podcast, and they were Trayvon Edwards was talking about how like Drummond's always wanted to play with LeBron even since he was in college.
Mhm.
Like he always looked up to LeBron. So he might go in there with the attitude of I'm gonna fill my role. Which if he's doing that, that's fantastic because that's a rebounding force. If he's out there trying to get a bunch of offensive touches, then I wish them the best.
If Andre Drummond was playing in the league 20 years ago,
Oh
he'd be
my
one of
God.
the best big men
Oh my
ever.
God. The old heads be telling us about how no one's better than Andre Drummond right
Yeah.
now in the league.
Exactly.
It'd be like Andre Drummond and Shaq battling back and forth. He's been one of the
He's a
best players ever.
generational player, but just in the wrong
in the wrong
generation. Yeah.
Exactly.
But I love the pickup too because, like I said, my 2K career team, we had Andre Drummond and AD in the 4 and the 5.
Drummond's a great,
and we were
Drummond's a great
killing.
2K player 'cause this is all rebounds.
Yes,
Like
it
the
is.
boards, the glass is yours at
Yeah.
all times.
You got
That
2
helps.
7-footers down there.
Yes,
It's
yes,
great.
it works.
great.
It works every time. The Lakers are in trouble though, bro. I'm very worried about the Lakers because I don't know when they're getting AD back. I don't know when they're getting LeBron back,
hmm
and they could fall a lot of spots. Like they only have a 2-game lead up on, well, a half-game lead up on the Oh no, it's 2 games. A 2-game lead on the Nuggets for the 5th spot right now.
Mm.
Those guys out a lot of times, they could drop. Because let me tell you something. Portland and Denver both have 28 wins. Lakers are at 30. So they're right behind them.
hmm
And though they could take the spot, the Mavs might come up. And the Mavs added JJ Redick.
Oh, they did?
They did,
I
yes.
didn't know
JJ
that.
got flipped to the Mavs. Yes. So I think the Lakers could take a precipitous drop. Precipitous. Y'all like that word?
Precipitous.
Thank you. Precipitous drop could be in their future, you know? But they just got to get into the playoffs. But the thing about that is, there are some matches you don't really want early in the playoffs, I think.
Yeah, I think, look, the way the Lakers are going to work this out, they're going to put themselves in the position they want to be in. And I'm not saying that's going to be first,
I know what you're
second,
saying.
third.
Yeah, they're going to get the matchup they want.
Exactly.
For
They're
sure.
going to figure
sure.
out who's going to be the first, second,
Yeah.
third team, and then try to match up
It's
with them.
really weird because the Jazz, the Suns are the number 2 seed, but I wouldn't be afraid of the Suns in the playoffs. They have
No, I
so little
wouldn't.
playoff experience.
Yeah.
You know, it's still going to be a new experience for a lot of guys, except for Chris Paul, basically.
Mhm.
And Jay Crowder, I think. The Jazz, I don't believe. I believe in Donovan Mitchell. I believe in Quinn Snyder. I don't believe in them as a team. I don't trust it. I don't trust this. We got to have Gobert be our defense centerpiece in the playoffs because somebody's gonna make him come out to the perimeter and it's gonna get very dark
Mhm.
very fast. You know, the Nuggets. I think they're gonna be a problem for somebody. It's just so much offense and so
Mhm.
much creativity they can do. Like, and then if playoff Murray is back,
Mhm.
that's an issue. That is an issue. And Michael Porter Jr. has gotten better this year. They are a problem
Mhm.
for a lot of people. So yeah, the West is getting crazy. Portland added Norman Powell. I like that move. for
Yeah.
them. But
You
they,
see where he forgot he was.
yeah, I saw that. That was so
ran to the
weird.
wrong
Played them the
side.
next day.
Yeah.
That was so weird.
Yeah.
That'd be strange. Like, hey, what's up, guys? Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, and he missed 2 free throws down the stretch. He was very upset with himself.
Mm.
Like he ripped his jersey. He was that mad. I'm
Mm.
like, dang. He was angry. Are these jerseys are mad rippable?
Yeah.
One of the two. But yeah, the NBA season is lit. We gonna do NBA pod later this week.
Yes.
All right, so the NBA pod will come later this week. We'll break this down further.
There's a lot of
for the
catching up I got to
deeper
do because once tournament time started, I ditched the NBA.
Yeah. And first off, shout out to the Hornets broadcast for being so much fun. Although they kind of ruined other broadcasts for me. Because I was watching the Wizards game last night, and I was extremely bored because it wasn't the Hornets broadcast.
Mhm.
Those guys are so good. And they just enjoy
Yeah, they are.
themselves. And the Wizards broadcast just like basic, Homer Wizards talk.
You got to make it entertaining, man.
You do, and they do a good job. They're excited to watch basketball. Like, they get excited for the other team's shots the same way they get excited for their team's shots.
Well, yeah,
it's so much fun. And I respect
calling
that.
the games for the Charlotte Hornets. You've always had to.
Yeah, but the Wizards do should be the same way, right? Realistically.
I guess. Maybe they take themselves too seriously,
They might.
I guess.
They
Yeah.
might. The Wizards dude
But-
is the guy that said the few weeks ago Ben Simmons was the most overrated player in basketball.
Oh.
He did say that
Oh.
publicly, yeah, on the broadcast. That was his claim to fame. Weirdos. But yeah, so that wraps with NBA talk. Levi,
Yes.
into our last segment. I'm not an expert, but we'll get out of here.
I'm not an expert, but I'm gonna just say chill, Lil Nas X. Chill. That's it. I don't know what else to say.
It's so funny, bro. People got so triggered. So funny.
Oh yeah.
It was bad funny.
I'm glad people were triggered though.
I don't see why they got. You just gotta ignore certain things, bro. Like certain things aren't worth your time. It's really
That is
not.
that is true. Sometimes
that's
we
one of them.
put, but I think you
Yeah.
can make an argument on a lot of things like that.
But that specific one, like no one was harmed in that. Like really, there was nothing like no one was really harmed in that.
I mean,
It's a dude who's like mad at the world, mad at the church for something that happened to him in his past, and lashed out.
yeah,
And then people got mad, triggered by someone who doesn't follow what they believe. Like he doesn't believe what you believe. Like
yeah. But I mean, it also comes to the whole, young eyes type thing. Like, how you going to explain that to your kids?
well,
Like,
I've said
what's
about that with the kids thing. I'm consistent on that.
Oh yeah, like
Monitor-
monitor your own
yeah, raise-
kids.
yeah, raise your kids.
But we know dang well that's not happening out
Well,
here,
that
especially with
sounds like
social
that.
media and
As
all
long as
that.
it's not Nas X's
Yeah.
problem.
I think Joyner Lucas had a.
I thought
think
Jordan
his
made some
point-
decent points.
Yeah,
I
he
thought
made
some
good
decent
points. So I mean, of
Although
course,
someone
like I
did
don't
make a
think
good
he's a Satan
counterpoint.
worshiper out
Yeah.
here, but
Someone
I'm
make-
also disappointed because he put himself in that crowd with the whole, which Lil Nas X made a good point too, that we did put that. It's not a kid's song, but we were making it a kid's song, Old Town Road and all that,
Yeah,
and so it
he
got
had good
popular
points.
off the
He had
kids.
good points. Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
they both had good points, but I think Joyner
Yeah.
Lucas.
And I think somebody
had the best
made a
points.
very good point when they said, "Well, Can't Feel My Face also won the Kids' Choice Award." And I'm like,
Exactly.
well, you know what? That
Exactly.
that kind of wraps it up. Raise your kids better.
Yeah.
Raise your own kids.
But that's not happening,
them right
so
from
we
wrong.
screwed. So
Yeah, I'm not an expert, but I want to say prayers to everybody who lost their houses and
oh yeah,
things in the storms over the weekend. Aurelio, my boy, shout out to you. I know y'all went through it. Salute to y'all. Prayers up. Let me know. Holla at me. But yeah, everybody, y'all be safe, man. The weather's kind of crazy out here.
yeah. Shout out to the Noonan community too, because
Yeah,
I saw a lot of people out there. Whether they were impacted or not, everybody was out there with chainsaws and stuff helping clean up. So
yeah,
that
a
was
lot
good
went
to
down,
see.
So salute to y'all. Good job. I'm glad everybody's helping people. Some people are decent in the world.
Yeah.
Y'all have a good day. Thank you, Bub Dutch Multimedia. Good to see you again, Miss Christina. It's been so long. Absolutely. Levi, you have a good. You working today?
Yeah.
You finna be late?
Yeah. No,
Oh, you're not. Okay.
I
Cool.
gotta be there at 10.
Oh, okay. Bet.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if we ran long.
I was like, what are you talking about? This is when we usually end.
Yeah. All right. Bet. Well, thank you all. Yeah, have a wonderful day. This will be up probably tomorrow because that's when the download goes up. You guys can get the download link. So
Yeah.
it'll be up on the pod tomorrow. NBA pod later this week. You want to go live Friday night?
Do up.
You want to go live Friday night?
That's cool, man.
All right. We'll have
Yeah, I do
a live
Last Chance
broadcast
U
Friday night. Yeah.
2,
And Last Chance You episode
3, 4.
3 and 4. That'll be out. That'll happen this week too. So a lot of content. Once again, follow the podcast. Follow us the NTE podcast everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Get on the socials. I gotta stop tweeting good stuff from my social account, tweet from the show account. I had a fire George Hill tweet for the 76ers the other day, and I forgot to tweet it I tweeted from my account. Like, I should have put this on the show account and retweeted it.
You need to.
Because I said, Philly fans, we want Kyle Lowry. Daryl Moore, we got Kyle Lowry at home, and I put a picture of George Hill.
George Hill, yeah.
I should have said that for the show account.
Where is George Hill right now?
He's in Philly now.
He is in
Yeah, they
Philly.
traded for him, yeah.
When did that happen?
Thursday.
Yeah.
Like Thursday afternoon. That's
Yeah.
when I was like, okay, they ain't getting Kyle
Everybody
Lowry.
was expecting the George Hill trade to happen.
Yeah, it
for
was going
team
down.
That's on the cusp
Yes.
of, yeah.
You see every Gary in the league got traded?
Who?
Gary in the league got
I did
traded.
see that. I did.
Gary's got flipped.
Gary Harris or Gary Trent Jr.?
Clark, Gary Trent Jr., all
Yeah.
of them, yeah. Shout out to the Gary community.
Yeah,
Struggling.
The Garys are popping and flopping out
Yep.
here.
Yep.
Everybody, do the Gary.
So Gary, Indiana. Shout out
Yeah.
there too. Oh, Michael Jackson.
Gary Mandering. That's what they were doing out here.
Shout out to everybody riding with Team Godzilla. If you're not riding with Godzilla, then whatever. I'll
Go King
talk to you
Kong.
next week. I'll talk to you next week if you don't like
King
Godzilla.
Kong.
Anyway. And spoiler alert, I will put an early spoiler alert because if Godzilla, I'm going to see this movie this weekend. If Godzilla wins, I will be shouting it next week on the show. Just letting y'all know right now. So spoiler alert will be on in effect. Might do a full review of that movie. I'm so excited. Anyway, thank
King
you all.
Kong.
We're done.
Peace.